Okay.
Part two. All right, let me give that. I had to get that right, man.
Yes, sir.
Get everything right. You know what I'm saying? We have a different, nice little setup for Amina. We got like if some of y'all think by now y'all would have seen Chase's interview, so make sure y'all go tap in with Chase. But right now we got Amina. All right, got our nice mic set up. We got our nice camera set up. Lights looking on. She looking like a rock star today.
Yeah.
Serving the look. You know what I'm saying? That was the lady say right. Serving the look.
Yeah, switch up.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? What inspired this look today? Let's start there. What inspired this look today?
My hair inspired the look, but I did a photo shoot over the weekend, and this was my hair. So I was just like, I'm gonna dress off of my hair, and here I am.
There she go.
Yeah.
So part two, man, we definitely got to tap into some more things because, especially for me, you know what I'm saying. The interview, I guess you could say for some of the ladies, like, hey, this is a good interview, but then he an ignorant nigga sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ah.
he left out some good stuff. So I don't know. Let's. I want you. I want. So that's how I'm gonna start. I want you to kind of get back to me and say like what was something that you would say that I kind of probably forgot to step on or say on in our last interview.
Um, what do I specialize in? Uh, yeah, I think that was the main part.
You
Yeah,
specialize in. So
yeah.
so talk about now, right here, right now. What do you specialize in?
Okay,
Let the
I
people know.
specialize in natural hair, and creative styling. So, majority of my clients are lock, retwist, silk press, but I also truly enjoy hairstyling. So, I like to do a lot of creative projects with like other creatives, and that's really what like keeps me enjoying hair because yes, I love natural hair, but like when hair is turned into an art, it becomes like a passion for me. So yeah.
For sure. So talk about some of the plans that you see like for you. So I know you brought it up last time, but like kind of describe like kind of that role that you see for yourself, especially working with artists. Like let's say for a show or something like that, where you're behind the scenes working on it. Like what are some of the input that you will have in those kind of settings?
Like, what do you mean?
Like let's say like behind the scenes for a show, like even just maybe even modeling, for example, like what is something that you would want to input into that kind of environment in terms of like from the hairstyle perspective, like oh girl, I think you could like what is some of like it's kind of hard for me to ask this question because I don't really know much about hair.
Mhm.
I'm being honest, but and it's like I'm just kind of thinking about it from an angle where like you're inserting yourself in these places that you're manifesting that we were talking about before. As far as like I want to work with like let's say Big Fly. We got to interview Big Fly. Like what is it that you feel like you bring for to be able to continue to build that kind of clientele or even just put yourself in that market for those artists.
Okay, what do I feel like I bring?
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
Um, Creativity and charisma. I feel like a lot of times people like I've had a lot of clients come to me and be like, "Oh, my hairstylist don't talk to me at all. Like, you're so nice. Like, nobody ever want to, talk. They just want to get the service and go." Like, no. I like to get to know whose hair I'm in. So I'll talk to the person whoever I'm doing their hair. But I like those environments. I think that's what you was trying to say
Yeah,
too. I like
exactly.
those environments because I like fast paced environments. Like any job I've had outside of here has always been a fast paced environment. Like retail, restaurants. I need fast pace or I'm gonna get tired,
Right.
sleepy. Yeah.
So in that with that fast paced life, which I feel like what you also value is building connections.
Mhm.
So what do you see like how do you see that working out for you in a sense? Because that's kind of I feel like it's not hard, but it's like as you're moving fast paced, a lot of things can change at any given time. So like how like talk about the value of building connections for you in this process as well.
Um, I think the most important part is getting that person's information because even if y'all don't finish talking about everything right then and there in that session, like I could always hit you up and be like, hey, and touch on other stuff that we were talking about that we didn't get to really dive into. So, making sure that the person has my information after the fact of me working with them so they could always reach out.
For sure. And
Yeah.
well, even on a like personal level too, because you like you say, you want to start like a little thing with your clients, conversation
Mm-hmm.
with my clients. Like just talk about more of your personality a little bit, just to say like, why do you feel like someone should come consistently to work with you or come to get their hair done by you? Like, what else do you bring personality wise?
Okay. I've been told that I make people feel really comfortable.
Okay.
Like, the amount of stuff that Like my clients have told me like confidential stuff, like about their marriage, about like their mental health, like. But that makes me feel good that people feel comfortable enough for them to even come to me and tell me something that they haven't really told but a handful of people. So I think the biggest thing is I make people feel comfortable, and I have a very like calm aura when people are telling me stuff too. So I won't make you feel like bad about whatever you're telling me. I'll kind of just act like I heard it before, and it makes people want to keep talking. So I think that's the biggest. Yeah, I think that's the
So,
biggest part. Yeah.
so now you do have a great person. That's why I say it's comfortable talking with you, even
Thank
though
you.
you know what I'm saying. I have to kind of keep getting. For me, the interviews now it's kind of like I love talking about people's businesses, and sometimes like I don't want to feel like I'm saying the wrong thing, or
Oh
you
yeah,
know what
no,
I'm
I
saying.
get it.
You know what I'm saying. But I appreciate you and your presence always for sure, and I can tell someone right now like you're gonna have a great conversation with Ahmed or whatever you with her in that chair. But back to like the natural styles, right? We want to talk
Hmm.
about so enlighten some more about the natural styles, what some women could do with them, or anybody in general, what they can do with their natural style.
Okay, I think the biggest thing when men come to me, like a lot of times they're getting their hair done by like a random girl. She's not necessarily a hairstylist because you're getting a cheaper price. But literally, I had my friend from high school come sit in my chair, hey Jay, and he was just like, nobody ever tell me about my hair. Like, this is the first time somebody ever told me about my hair. And I think that's crazy. Like, wear a bonnet, oil your scalp. Like, that's the little stuff I'll tell you while you're sitting in my chair. Oh, when the last time you washed your hair? How often do you wash your hair? What products do you use? Like, those are questions I'm always asking because I care about your hair and I want you to care about your hair, because if you want the results of growth and healthiness, you have to give your hair love. So I think that's the biggest thing I push. And then versatility. So okay, you did twist last time. What are we gonna do this time? Do you want to do? You want to try cornrows? Oh, I have this picture right here. You might like this. You know, like I kind of try to keep my clients in mind after talking to them too, especially because I feel like personality matters. But once I know my client, I know what they're most likely gonna want or what they'll be more comfortable with. And sometimes I have to push them a little bit, but if they're comfortable, they just might do it. Or if I keep asking them, like, oh, what about this? Like trims, for example. I think trims are like really hard for people to like deal with. Like, oh my God, you're cutting your hair. Like, I want the length, but like essentially your hair is gonna grow faster. You're gonna see better results if you cut it off. So I would just continue to say, okay, it's time for a trim, time for a trim. Eventually they're gonna give in, you know? So yeah.
For sure. Uh, so, what is it like when you see like? Have you ever experienced where like, let's say someone had like a real personal sentimental value to their hair, and like they just really wanted you to cater to it a certain way? Like, have you ever been in that situation before? Or if you haven't, how would you feel you would kind of handle that situation?
Excuse me. Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Uh you just move slower with them for real. Like I just be like, I get it. Cause at a point, I felt that way about my hair. Like I was like, I don't want to cut it, but I also feel like you get a different type of love for yourself and your hair when you are able to like cut it off and cut off that dead weight. Because it's like it's gonna grow back, and you're gonna reap the benefits of having just healthier hair. You're gonna be like, dang, like it really is just hair. So honestly, I just talk from like personal experience and just be like, I mean, you'll be fine. You know, like I'll say it in a calm way, but a very direct manner.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and even that on that business kind of level, that interpersonal business level as well, like kind of being that stern. So, when was it like for you when you really had to kind of set your tone about your price, or like even just your business in general? Like, what was it like for you when kind of had to like, were you nervous at first and saying, this is what I do, I'm gonna
Mhm.
work with you, but like, what was it
Yeah.
like? What was it like for you when you really were like, no, this is time for me to like, and this is who I am. Like, I'm gonna get you what you gonna get the best, by the way. But
Yeah.
yeah, make sure you like it.
At first, it was kind of like nerve wracking because I'm like, yeah, it was nerve wracking at first, but because I had my mentors, I feel like how they express so much of like they went through the same thing, and your audience will find you. Like if you set those boundaries, new people will find you. It made it a lot easier for me to like start letting those people go. So after now, when I set boundaries, I kind of feel like empowered in a sense. It's like I had this one client. He was not trying to book on the site. It's not that hard. Like it's not. It's
Right.
really not. And you'll get to the site quicker than you'll get in contact with me. Because half the times my hands are in hair. I can't pick up right away unless you're calling me. That's one thing. But or it's the same day type of situation. I don't mind. But yeah, I felt like I be feeling empowered. Yeah, now.
For sure. All right, so we got into talking about empowerment right there. I like that topic. You know what I'm saying? Especially for women too. Especially this is a great time for to talk about women empowerment. Especially especially I feel like lately within the trends, a lot of women have been doing a lot of great things. And I want to give you your flowers right now while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I know it's hard out here. Trying to work in a what was already a male heavy center down. But like it's hard for me to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. But like as far as entrepreneurship, business, and everything like that.
Okay, yeah.
But talk about what it's like, from being a woman and feeling empowered by the things that you do.
Um, I feel like the biggest thing for me is like really hanging out with other female entrepreneurs. So I think I'm gonna make that a big thing in 2024. Like, yeah, I have my mentors, and she also has a brand. It's Woman of Lynn actually. So when she see this, hey Tamani, but she be having like events for like girl bosses in the DMV area. So I think I'm gonna go to more of those just so I can connect with more women and have a better connection and the feeling of empowerment more often so that entrepreneurship feels more easy. Cause I mean, a lot of times I'm watching like YouTube videos and stuff, which help, but like it's also nice having like human interaction too. So yeah,
Sure. What are some of the women that you see yourself, like that you say you can admire or just be or inspired by?
you said women
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
yeah. Or not even, it don't have to be entrepreneurs, but just women in general, like women that
Oh,
you're inspired by.
I love Rihanna. I'm not gonna lie. I like that she's kind of tapped into every creative aspect that she wanted to, and she succeeded in it. And I love her style. Like she really setting trends, and that's my ultimate goal to set trends, whether it's in the fashion industry, music industry, whatever. Who else? Tiana Taylor.
Okay,
I like her.
okay.
I like her style too, and I think it's kind of the same thing. She's just a overall very creative person. Like she be setting trends. Like you didn't see nobody doing lift cuffs until you seen her. Like, but it's like it make you want to go get a lip cuff. Who else? Yeah, that's all I got right now. Yeah.
That's a solid list. That's a solid list. I like it. I like them. Shoot, I mean, I'm still, like I said, I feel like times, especially 2023, 2024. You talked about going into next year, manifesting great energy for yourself. Just for your personal life. What are some of those things too that you feel like can help you in terms of achieving that empower those that empowerment status.
So you're saying what can I do in my daily life?
Yeah, like see, like what are the things that you do in your daily, or like just things or habits? I know a lot of people in New Year, new me, New Year, new habits, whatever that. But like, what are just some of those things that you see yourself doing that can build that type of consistency for you to get to those moments of empowerment?
Okay. The biggest thing for real, going to the gym. Going to the gym be making me feel like good for real. So, and I feel like it's a good habit to have. It makes you look good. It makes you feel good. So why not? I really want to get big on redecorating my room this year because I feel like the space that you're in really does like control your mood and your energy. So, yeah, that's a big thing on my list. And then, um, honestly, I like to draw. Like, I want to draw more. I know how to draw. A lot of times when I'm doing like creative shoots, I'll draw the hairstyle for everyone else because, like, as I'm saying it, it's not necessarily translating the way they're seeing it in their head. So if I draw it, they're like, oh, I get what you're saying. So doing that more because a lot of times I find myself scrolling and it's like I don't want to be here, but it's like you're so addicted to scrolling that it's just like, what else is there to do? But drawing really be like calming me down in a sense. So yeah, I used to do it a lot when I was younger, and it was because I was bored. So I just want to do more stuff that's not
Tangibly,
social media. Yeah,
tap into that little inner childhood. Okay,
yeah.
that's not bad. That's not bad. So we still want to talk about hair real quick before we go. You know, what are some of your favorite hairstyles when you came through with this look today? What are some of your more favorite hairstyles that you got going on?
Um, Personally, or just like what I like to do.
So let's do both. Personally for you, and then what you just like to do in general. What are some of your favorite? So let's do three and three for like each.
Okay. I'm gonna say knotless braids, just because it's easy for me to go to the gym with knotless braids. Wigs. I love wigs because you can switch up your look, but I don't be wanting to go to the gym while I have a wig on. So I think that'd be the con of that, because it's like I'm not trying to mess up my hair.
Right.
What else? I think that's it. Yeah.
Knowledge braids or wigs.
Yeah. I feel like I go in between those two for, I mean, they're just easy. Like you could
Okay.
keep knotless braids for a long time and not really worry about,
Mm-hmm.
it's other styles I like, but I don't know. I just feel like
So,
those top two.
I know that is this. I'm sorry to ask you right there, but is this the birthday look right here too, or are you gonna
No,
change?
no,
Okay,
no.
so I.
See, I have to switch it up
I
again.
was just making sure. Just making sure.
No.
All right, just making sure.
My party is earth tones, so I feel like I have to do something like brown,
Okay.
orange. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, but it's going to be different.
Sweet, sweet. Okay, and then your favorite styles to do on like on your clients, like some of your favorite styles to do on your clients.
Uh, I don't know. I don't want to just say lock, retwist, and silk press because I'm fast at them. Honestly, the creative style. So it's never like the same thing. It's more like when a client brings me something that I've never done before, and I kind of have to like push myself a little bit, and the outcome is just like it makes somebody go tell their stylist like, "Ooh, I want that," or "Oh, can you do what you just did on that girl and do that
Have
on
they
me?"
asked you for Wix before?
For
Wix.
I actually did.
For real?
One of my brother, I combined his locks, but I will never do that again. I'm not like no. And then he was calling me like months later, like, "Oh, they're coming apart." I'm like, "That's not my specialty. Please find somebody else." They make your hands hurt. Like, no, it's just too much.
Respectfully, no, y'all.
Yeah,
Respectfully, no.
nah.
I'm sorry. I can just imagine. I'm sorry.
No,
But
it's actually terrible.
okay,
Yeah, like you're going like this for like hours
okay,
using a needle, and you could poke yourself. Like it's just not fun. No.
okay. What are some of the hair products that you recommend that people use?
Everybody should have a leave-in conditioner. Water is the main source of hydration for your hair. So you washing your hair every day is not necessarily moisturizing your hair. That means you need a leave-in conditioner. And then oil is a sealant. You pick your oil based on the porosity of your hair. You can find the porosity of your hair after washing your hair, putting a piece of your hair, pull one out, and put it in a cup of water. If it's at the bottom, it's high porosity, middle, normal, high, and then if it's at the top, it's low porosity. Based off of what the porosity of your hair is, you'll choose your oil, and that will be your sealant. You can play with oils too, because everybody don't need the same type of oil in their hair. But a leave-in conditioner and oil, usually cream leave-in conditioners work better for the winter time, and depending on what style you are, like if you're natural, it's a whole bunch of components. But wintertime you need thicker products because your hair gets drier quicker. Shea Moisture, Mielle, Melanin, and then say you're doing a lot of heat styles. I really like Mazzani leave-in, and I like Kenra Professional if you want to pay that. But yeah.
And of course, I feel like you gotta address this too. What are some basic hair products? Like I probably when I say product, like materials, like a brush, comb.
Oh,
Everybody,
tools.
yeah, tools.
Uh
Everybody,
huh.
tools. What are some basic tools everybody should? I just said two. I feel like right there, brush and a comb. Everybody should
Yeah.
have one of them.
Everybody should have a brush and a comb. Um, One, I'm gonna say this: if you have long hair as a man, you need a bonnet. I don't care. Your hair is not short. You can't wear a do rag. You need a bonnet. You have hair. Um, a detangling brush and butterfly clips will change your life. Sectioning your hair makes it feel a lot less thick than it actually is, especially if you are a thick haired person. Um, yeah, comb, brush, butterfly clips, bonnet. Those are the top four. Yeah, if you're a girl, edge brush.
Boom.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. All right.
Mhm.
And here we go. And then I'm gonna be. I think they got it the last time, but let the people know where. Matter of fact, before you go, let's give a message to the people. You know, we did this is a part two, so we want to make sure we leave off with a nice message for the people. What's something that you feel like that you've been inspired by that you might want to share with someone, or just something that you feel someone else should take away from this interview at least?
Find time off of social media. Talk to God and take time to talk to your inner self or younger self, I should say. So I feel like how I figured out my passion was really like reflecting on my childhood, what I spent a lot of my time doing. And I feel like that would take you closer to figuring out if you're happy or not, like, or find what makes you happy, I should say. Yeah. And I feel like if it makes you happy, that's your passion. That's what you need to be doing in life. So do stuff that makes you feel creative and inspired and good. Yeah.
And you have it. Let the people know where they can follow you after the beautiful message like that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Amina herself. It's three H's in the middle of Amina herself. So, and then you can follow me on TikTok at Amina herself. You can follow me on my hair page at Amage, AMAGE hair.co. And yeah, that's it.
That's it, man. Thank you. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe. All right. We appreciate her presence. All right. Make sure you go follow her like she just said, man. Go do it. Shout out to Double M Studios for giving us the space and providing the
No, for real.
opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to do a great interview like this. So there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up.